Hello, welcome to Conversations. Today is Thursday, December 5th, 2024. And hey, Mark, you're in, where are you, Mark?
I'm in Ohio.
Ohio, USA.
Yep.
This is Mark in Ohio, USA, and I am in somewhere in Atlanta. Um,
hmm
so, sometimes I like to talk about the economy, politics, whatever come to mind. Um, Lately, lots of things going on today in the news. Hey, Mark. So, what do you think about the elections, man?
Uh, Pretty hopeful for uh, the Trump team that he's got behind him. He's got a lot of good people working for him. I think he's going to have a better success this time as opposed to just being the one man show. Before.
I think so too. I have not been excited about an administration in a very long time. The three guys, Trump, RFK Jr., and Elon Musk. Those three
hmm
guys cannot be bought, cannot be compromised, and I think they're going to do great thing. I'm mostly excited about RFK Jr. with
What?
with the health stuff. Yeah,
Mostly excited about what?
RFK Jr.
RFK.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm excited about him.
I think Tulsi Gabbard is good there too. She's good for the foreign stuff.
I don't really know much about her though. Uh,
Uh,
this is this one person I'm not too crazy about is Vivek. Lots of people like him. I don't know him that well. I don't know if I can that trustworthy, but he seemed to be good. But I don't know.
yeah. I don't. I don't trust him a whole lot because he got to start through pharmacy, big pharma, and he's kind of got
Do
more
do
of a
do what? Do
politician's
what?
edge.
Say?
What?
Can you say that again, Mark?
Uh, he made some of his money through pharmaceutical industry. I can't remember what exactly it was, but
Mm-hmm.
so I think he's a little bit too tied in with them.
I see. What about Cash Patel?
I don't know too much about him.
I don't know. I don't know too much about him neither. But from what I hear, watching some of the things that he say, I think it's going to be good.
Hmm.
Um, did you see the assassination of the United Healthcare CEO yesterday on TV?
No, I didn't.
Do you know anything about it?
No, I haven't heard about it.
Oh, really? You've been
Uh-uh.
busy, Mark. Well, the United
Well,
Healthcare CEO was assassinated in New York City.
hmm.
Some guy walked up and shot him in the back, and then escaped on a bicycle. I mean, we still haven't found him yet. And I see clips on the news that somehow we can see this guy's face now. So it's really a strange story.
Yeah. So yeah, that's one of my. I think that's kind of one of the biggest problems too. Is I don't trust the media. Like nearby here, there's a bridge across the Ohio River,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a big fire underneath it, and it kind of destroyed part of the bridge. But
Yeah.
the news doesn't say anything about it. The best I could find is one uh, news article that said what we know and what we don't know about the bridge, and then it said what we know is that the contractor has been selected and they're planning to start next week. What we don't know is how long it's going to take to fix. That was the news about it. You don't know if it's a terrorist thing or there's a.
I see.
It had to be. There's intentional burn. There's an intentional fire underneath it. It was no accident. So
I haven't heard anything about at all about the burning of the bridge in Cincinnati. Which one is that? The bridge that go over from Ohio to Kentucky? That bridge?
It was the yellow one, the
Oh, that one.
471. Yeah.
I see. Yeah. Did you hear the story? Did you hear that the CEO of Amazon, Jeff Bezos, came out and said that he gonna talk to President Trump and to ensure Trump that the Washington Post is no longer the enemy of the people. Did you see that headline?
Uh, no, I think I didn't see the headline directly, but somebody mentioned it to me.
I think things are changing, man.
Hmm.
I don't want to give my hopes up. You know.
Yeah.
Um.
I'm
Yeah.
saying my biggest hope is that I guess Dr. Phil has started his own TV network, and he's been trying to do the news, trying to be truthful with the news, and he's got
Dr. Phil is gonna be truthful with the news. Now, what I know from Dr. Phil is that he has a TV show and he talks to people about all kind of problems. You know, a lot of drama, a
right.
lot of Jerry Springer ish type
Yeah.
of thing, to Oprah ish type of show. But this is
Well,
gonna be something different.
he's more a he's a psychologist, and he's more educated than Jerry Springer,
I say,
and he actually tries to help the people on his show. But
yeah,
so he stopped that show, and then he said, "Okay, what am I going to do with the rest of my life?" And then he saw the world country going down the toilet. He said, "I'm going to
mm-hmm,
take the rest of my life and try to do good with what I have."
yeah. You know,
So
Dr. Phil's he's really not a doctor. You know that, right? He just Dr. Phil, like Dr. Trey or
he's a
Dr.
no, he's a PhD doctor.
Oh, he's a PhD doctor.
Yeah, not a medical doctor, but I don't know what
PhD
he's.
doctor in what?
I don't know. He's got
Yeah, I see.
psychology
Okay.
stuff. I guess he's pretty knowledgeable.
You know, he never said he would vote it for, but from
What?
what I see, some of the stuff that he write, I think he voted for Trump.
Yeah, it's pretty clear of all the interviews that he's
Hmm.
had in all his podcasts. It's pretty clear that he was supporting Trump, and
But you know, I don't blame the people in the in show's business to do not do that don't really say who they will vote for. And I don't think they should, because it doesn't matter which side they say, they're going to lose 50% of the people that follow them. So if you're an actor, an actress, a singer, keep that stuff to yourself. Why say your opinion and then lose 50% of your customers? You know, unless you get paid to talk about it, like Oprah, they got $2.5 million. You know, she
hmm
got $2.5 million by she was paid to go on to the talk to support the vice president bid for the presidency. Did you know that?
yeah.
Yeah. So how's the
But
economy in Cincinnati, Mark?
uh, I don't know. It's probably about the same as everywhere else. I'm thinking, I don't know.
Think so? In Atlanta, I really can't tell. In the city of Atlanta itself and the surrounding counties, you can't really tell. But once you leave, go to way out in the suburb and further out, you can definitely tell. Things are slowing down. Business are closing. Even in Atlanta and in the suburbs, I see lots of shops close up. You know, mall closing,
Hmm.
store closings everywhere.
Yeah, that I've seen that. That's the closing of the stores is doesn't seem to have changed, but I think that's mainly the trend for more people buying from Amazon or online rather than going to the stores.
I'm talking about restaurants.
Well, restaurants kind of suck. The service and food quality is not what it used to be.
Yeah, and personally, I don't go out to eat anymore because I cannot afford to go out to eat anymore. Mark, see, I live paycheck by paycheck, and I just can't go out like I used to. I cook at home now. Maybe I go out maybe once or twice a month, maybe, but I don't like go out and spend, I don't know,
Yeah,
$30 just for a plate. And then with drinks and then tips just by yourself, you just if you and your wife and or a date, you can. I mean, there's no way you can walk out of a restaurant without 60, $70. You know,
Mhm.
that's including dinner, drinks, and tips.
Yeah. Well, I think that combined with the service and the food quality isn't what it used to be either. So you get out there, go and say, "I'm paying $60 for this," and the server doesn't show up and stuff, and the food's sometimes not heated up well, or not tasting good or whatever.
Yeah, I noticed that as well, Mark. Um, so in the news lately, um, I've just I just I'm just excited about the new administrations. But one thing that on my mind a lot lately is that I took most of my money out of my 401k in the flash crash in October. That was dumb. I lost a bunch of money. Now I'm
Hmm.
getting back in, you know, but
Yeah.
I'm afraid that we are at the top. Things are so expensive right now, and the crash could happen any minute now. Not and it could be this year, next year. Um, but I don't think the Feds. I don't think Trump is going to allow the economy to crash. I think there will be more quantitative easing, where the Fed's going to dump money into the market and prolong the crash and keep the market bubble up. What do you think about that, Mark?
I don't know. Uh, from my point of view in manufacturing, everything seems to be going pretty well. There's plenty of manufacturing jobs, and uh, the economy is booming in as far as that sector goes. But
Can you talk about that?
what's that? Can you hear me?
Can you talk about that, Mark? About the manufacturing job is doing well?
Uh, well, I'm just seeing more industrial stuff coming up, and I
Yeah.
think uh, kind of being in the power sector, that's something that's going to be coming. That's something that we need no matter what we do.
You say the power sector?
Yeah, electric
Yeah.
power. The power grid's in need of help because
And you think
they closed all those coal plants and stuff, and they haven't replaced them with anything. And the wind and solar stuff hasn't been able to keep up with it.
okay, let's talk about that. So they closed the coal plants, okay?
Hmm.
And the solar stuff hasn't been able to keep up with it. I understand that. So where's the power coming from?
There's
Gasoline?
still a lot of natural gas, and then um, I guess fossil fuel, diesel generators and stuff, and I guess the natural gas is still fossil fuels too. So
So where does Ohio get its energy from? Natural gas?
probably, I think that's what. Yeah, I think there's still a good bit of it there, but
Hey Mark, do you have a Tesla?
nope.
Okay. So you just like me, we both are driving gasoline cars.
Hmm.
I have a hybrid Toyota. So I'd like to get a Tesla someday, but I just don't have the money yet. Um So
I
here
don't
in
like
Georgia, what?
I don't like all the self-driving stuff that they're putting on it. The drive-by-wire.
You don't like that?
No, I don't like that.
Why not?
I think it should. Uh, I'd rather just drive myself in rather than.
Yeah, me too. I prefer to drive myself too, but there will be a time. There are times when I'm driving really late at night
Right.
in the long trips, and I'm thinking, man, I wish my car can drive so I can just sit back and relax.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. But then, do you trust it though?
No, I don't trust it at all.
So.
But because I'm older, but I see a lot of young guys trust it. My dad trust it. Of course, he doesn't have a Tesla,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But one thing about Tesla, Mark, is like when I'm driving on the road, I hate to stuck behind a Tesla because it's always the slowest car on the road.
Yeah.
Tesla is the fastest car. But if you're behind a Tesla, they're the slowest thing on the road because the drivers they don't want to push the car too fast because that deplete the batteries.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're on cruise control, not cruise control, but they're for
Autopilot.
self-driving software, yeah, that thing doesn't go so much. I think you can set it so it can go faster than the speed limit, but
Mm-hmm.
maybe 10 miles per hour faster. But here in a, but 10 miles an hour on the interstate in Atlanta is not a lot. People will run over you if you're doing 60 miles an hour, you
Yeah.
know?
Right. So.
Maybe 65, even 70 is too slow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, but even Elon Musk said that fossil fuels have to be around for a while. There's not. We don't have the power grid or the energy to go all electric yet.
He
I don't know if
said
you.
that?
Yeah, he said that when he was. There's that interview that I had with Trump
Yeah.
early on. They were talking about that in one section of it.
Yeah, there's not I mean, we can't I mean this past summer the governor of California asked people to stop charging the EV or something like that or turn off the power because they don't have enough electricity
Mm-hmm.
during the heat
Yeah,
and they are pushing for EV. How's how's that going to work out?
I don't know, but
Back to the
that's what.
economy.
Yeah,
You don't think the market you don't think there will be a crash in 2025?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I can't predict what's gonna happen with Trump.
I don't think I think things will be inflationary, Mark. I think Trump will he promised to give so much stuff away and there will be lots of printing. It doesn't matter if the Democrats wins or the Republican wins. I think the US gonna be inflationary because we still gonna print money to keep the economy going.
Yeah, I don't know. It depends how people respond to it. If everybody's hopeful for a better future, then they're gonna invest in
Yeah.
and keep
Hey
going.
Mark, could you tell us the audience a little bit about yourself? What kind of business you're in?
Uh,
Just some high service stuff.
um, let's see. I guess engineering for uh, equipment for power industries and chemical and industrial plants and stuff.
And that's
Yes.
going well?
It's let's see. Past couple years, it's picked up quite a bit.
Really?
Yeah, it was in the around 2016 to 21. It was really in the toilet.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of competitors closed down,
Oh, okay.
and but that was because the energy was way down and the oil was way down,
Mm-hmm.
and
And now?
now it's picking back up again.
Okay. The energy sector is picking back up again.
Hmm.
And who are your customers? Corporations, the governments, everybody?
Both, I guess, a little bit of government, and then let's see, yeah, government, and then corporations also, and then uh, yeah, a lot of existing power plants are wanting to upgrade to increase their output. So they're changing the
Yeah.
existing ones rather than.
Okay. So basically, you're telling me that you're optimistic of the future. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, but I don't know really. I'm just looking at it from my bubble.
Oh, you think you're in a bubble?
I
You're
don't
in,
know.
yeah, your bubble. I see. I
Right.
see.
So
Okay. So you're projecting 2025 business going to be good for your company.
yes,
Are you
should be.
hiring anyone?
What?
Are you hiring people?
Uh, Not full time, but just part time here and there.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. What else should we talk about? The economy, the presidency, some stuff happenings. Um, you know, um, one thing I watching the news lately. I think the Trump administration already in motion. They're not waiting until January.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
know, they already making things happen right now. I mean, presidents and leaders from other countries flying to Florida to go see Trump at Mar-a-Lago.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they didn't fly in to see Biden. They fly in Florida to see Trump, like Trudeau. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you think about the tariff, Mark? What do you think about Trump
The tariffs.
saying that he will put 25% of tariff
Uh,
to Canada and Mexico?
yeah, I'm not sure about Canada, but uh, mm,
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think the main thing he has to be a tariff on China is what's most important.
Yep. I think China is the one that he's gonna put like what percentage did he say for
I don't
China?
remember. Yeah.
You don't remember? Yeah, but I think that will happen.
Mm-hmm.
What about his threat on there will be hell to pay if all the Israel if all the hostages that Hamas took is not returned by January 20th? You think he's gonna bomb Hamas? What do you think he'll to do? He's
Uh,
so unpredictable. Of course, you don't know. No one's really know.
yeah.
But you know,
I think they'll be more responsive than they were with Biden, though. That's for sure. No matter what.
yeah. So, what do you think about President Biden pardon Hunter Biden? What do you think about that, Mark?
What was that? What did?
President Biden he pardoned his son. He
Uh,
preemptively pardoned his son.
mhm.
What do you think about that?
He shouldn't have done it, so I don't know.
You think so? Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
he
know.
shouldn't have done it. I think he should let President
He
Trump
should,
pardon Biden to heal the other half of the country, but Trump might not. So personally, I think it's okay if he pardon his son, because is it a two-tier justice system for the elite and for everybody else? It shouldn't be like that, but we all know it is.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, Biden is going to lose his memory soon. He
Mm-hmm.
lost his mental capacity is decreasing, and his oldest son Bo died about 5 years ago. I don't know when Bo died. Now Biden say thinking my other child died, and this is my only child left. And does he really care what the world gonna think about him once he's lose his mind and doesn't know who he is anymore? Or he gonna save his son? So between being the president and saving his son and for the love of his child, I don't blame him. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And Bo Biden and Hunter Biden, he didn't really do anything. He didn't kill anybody. Was it? What did he do? He took a lot of bribes. He took a lot of money from countries that pay him, and then he do drugs and bought a gun. I mean, it's
Well,
illegal, but it's
well,
not
you don't.
that bad in terms of.
Well, you don't know that because you're listening to the media.
That's
That's
true.
also, yeah,
That is true. We don't really know, do we?
no, because this whole administration has been like that. The media has been on his side.
You're right. Everything we know about this just could be completely,
That's
maybe
why,
10%, 20%.
yeah, that's
The
why I say
rest
that
is
the truth in media, I think, is our biggest problem. That, and then we need to unify the silent majority and give them more power and more of a voice. And the media is not doing that. The media is just giving all the stories to the radicals.
but this is changing. The landscape is changing.
Yeah.
From Jeff Bezos come out and say the post is no longer the enemy of the people, and Dr. Phil come out with the news with this channel on the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, in England right now, if you make a Facebook posting of something social that the government doesn't like, they actually putting people in jail for making Facebook comments. And it's something that you and I do every day. It's say, I mean, if you don't like the something the government does and you make a comment about it, you can go to jail in England. You know that? And they are doing it right now.
Yeah.
I had no idea how bad thing is over there.
No, it wasn't.
And the
Canada does.
United Nations, I'm sorry.
There's some of that going on in Canada too. They're kind of a little bit socialist also.
You know why? Because they don't have the First Amendment. They don't have the freedom of speech in those two countries. They can change the law and say, if you do this, we will put you in jail. And they are doing that. We protected here in the U.S. with the First Amendment. The Secretary of the UN came out and said that they need to ring in all social media, Facebook, YouTube, X, Twitter, Discord, anything. They want to control what information can be disseminated on those platforms. This from the UN.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't believe that. So the UN is trying to control information. And I'm glad
Yeah.
that Trump is pulling back from that. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Mark, it's good to talk to you, buddy. What else? What else? Is there anything you want to say?
Uh,
There's so much more. There's so much to talk about, man. We can talk about this for the next 2 hours, but I don't
yeah.
think people are gonna watch this channel for the next 2 hours.
Probably not.
We are over the 30 minutes mark already.
Wow. Okay.
Any
So,
things for the audience, Mark? Any advice for the people watching this?
uh, the people who are the silent majority, they need to step up and make themselves heard.
Yeah, I agree. All right.
Many ways you
Hey,
can do.
thank you for watching, everybody. Once again, don't forget to click like and subscribe. I'll see you all next time. Thanks again.
Okay.